Imagine this. You wake up in the middle of the night, your mind restless. A single thought, a single mistake, a single insult someone gave you earlier in the day still echoes in your head. Your body is calm, yet your spirit is at war. You rehearse arguments, you replay moments, you rewrite what you should have said, and still, no peace. This is the prison most men live in. Enslaved not by chains, but by their own thoughts. The Stoics knew this better than anyone. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the world, ruler of Rome, wrote in his private journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He did not write this for us. He wrote it to remind himself. A man commanding armies still battled the same storms we face in silence every day. So how do we win that battle? How do we conquer ourselves so the world cannot conquer us? That is what this video is about. 8 Stoic lessons to master your emotions, destroy inner weakness, and remain unshaken no matter what comes. Lesson 1. Master the pause. Life strikes fast. A betrayal, an insult, an injustice, and the fire rises instantly. But between stimulus and response, there is always a pause. The Stoics taught that our freedom lives in this space. Seneca warned, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay. If you answer instantly, you surrender. But if you wait, even for a breath, you reclaim power." Think of a king who does not react like a child. He observes, he waits, he decides. Be that king in your own life. Lesson 2. See insults as reflections of the other. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, today you will meet people who are meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. Why? Not to despair, but to prepare. The insult you hear is not about your weakness, it is about theirs. Their lack of discipline, their wounds, their ignorance. Once you see that, their arrows cannot pierce you. Lesson 3. Remember your own faults. We are quick to condemn others and slow to confront ourselves. But Marcus wrote, whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself, what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? When you hold the mirror up, pride dissolves. You realize you too have lied, lashed out, failed. Humility kills anger. Judgment softens into understanding. Lesson 4. Choose reason over rage. Epictetus said, any person capable of angering you becomes your master. When you rage, you hand over your strings. You become a puppet. True strength is not loud. True strength is calm, precise, and wise. It is asking questions instead of shouting. It is walking away instead of striking back. It is holding the reins of your own mind. Reason is the sword that cuts through anger's fog. Lesson 5. Perspective makes small what feels big. Most anger is an exaggeration. We scream, "This is the worst thing that has ever happened." But Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, both the offender and the offended will soon be gone, and none of it will matter. Ask yourself, will this still matter tomorrow? In a month? In 10 years? Time humbles everything. What feels unbearable today becomes nothing more than a faded memory tomorrow. Why poison your present with what the future will erase? Lesson 6. Train harder, live stronger. The Stoics did not merely talk, they trained. Marcus endured wars, plague, betrayal. Epictetus lived with slavery and disability. Seneca faced exile. None of them sought comfort. Why? Because training in hardship builds unshakable calm. Anger often arises because we are weak, soft against discomfort. So strengthen yourself. Embrace the cold. Lift the weight. Fast from indulgence. Take the hard road. A man who disciplines his body and mind cannot be provoked by little things. Lesson 7. Accept the nature of the world. Anger comes from false expectations. We demand people be perfect, life be fair, the world cater to us. But Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You must understand the nature of things. If you expect a fig tree not to ooze sap, you are foolish. It is the nature of the fig tree." In the same way, people will betray, deceive, insult, because it is their nature. Accept this truth and the shock disappears. You stop being angry at the rain for being wet. Lesson 8. Turn fire into fuel. The Stoics never taught suppression. They taught transformation. Anger is energy. Left unchecked, it destroys. Directed wisely, it builds. Channel betrayal into discipline. Channel insult into mastery. Channel injustice into courage. Let their mockery push you to train harder. Let their doubt push you to prove them wrong, not with words but with action. The Stoic man does not burn others. He burns brighter himself. Reflection. Now think back. The last time you lost your temper, did it make you stronger or weaker? Did it solve the problem or only multiply wounds? Every time we surrender to rage, we lose twice. First in the injury, then in the fire we feed ourselves. But when we live by these lessons, something changes. We become untouchable. Calm is not weakness. Calm is invincible strength. The man who cannot be provoked cannot be broken. So the next time someone tries to light a fire in your chest, remember this. You are the one holding the match. They cannot burn you unless you hand them the flame. Stay calm, stay disciplined, stay unshaken. Because as Marcus Aurelius proved, you do not need to rule an empire to rule your mind. And the man who rules his mind rules his world. If this message spoke to you, share your reflections below. Let your story be the reminder that another man needs tonight. And if you want to go deeper into Stoic wisdom, subscribe, because here every day we sharpen our minds, strengthen our spirits, and walk the Stoic path.